Previously, on Keeping Up with the Kenya Kwanza government.
The caretaker of the coffee farm, which is owned by one Jimmy Wajigi, stated that he had not witnessed such an incident.
IG Kanja, please you can tell that story to the birds, not to Kenyans.
Who should Kenyans trust? The Kenya police or the opposition team?
Ask you a question. When the Attorney General has spoken, are you still keen on listening to Kanja?
It has been over 48 hours since Juja MP George Koimburi mysteriously vanished, only to mysteriously reappear, conveniently dumped like forgotten cargo in a coffee plantation. And in true Kenyan political fashion, the drama didn't end there. It only brewed stronger. On one end of the ring, former Deputy President Gachagua is passionately wagging fingers at State House, declaring that Koimburi was abducted and tortured by rogue officers allegedly sent by none other than the captain of the hustler nation himself, President William Ruto.
Officers from the National Police Service has confirmed to us that a special squad of 20 police officers from the Nandi sub-ethnic community are the ones behind the abduction of George Koimburi, under the direct command of the Deputy Inspector General, Eliud Langat, and reporting to Kipchumba Murkomen and William Ruto.
According to Riggy G, this was less a political disagreement and more of a state-sponsored takedown. But the Kenya Police Service is telling a vastly different story. Inspector General Douglas Kanja insists that not only were his officers not involved, but that the entire ordeal may have been a stage-managed stunt, suggesting Koimburi may have faked his own abduction, complete with self-inflicted injuries and a conveniently dramatic reappearance.
Police officers from Georgia swiftly responded, visiting the alleged scene and thoroughly documenting the area. Upon comparing vegetations and road dimensions at the scene with those in the video, it was established that the two did not match. The caretaker of the coffee farm, which is owned by one Jimmy Wajigi, stated that he had not witnessed such an incident. They confirmed that the vehicle used to transport him, registration numbers KCJ 660P, belonged to the Honorable Member of Parliament George Koimburi and was driven by one Frida Jerry, who was also the first responder at the alleged crime scene. The hospital did not disclose the nature of the treatment or the first aid administered, making it difficult to assess the extent of the alleged injuries.
Caught in the middle are ordinary Kenyans, increasingly unsure of where to place their trust. President Ruto had earlier declared an end to politically motivated abductions. Now, if that statement was genuine, why is a sitting MP disappearing under murky circumstances?
Yeah, there's an abduction squad. We go by what Rigathi Gachagua said last night. Special squad, designed to make sure that there will be no opposition in Kenya. So let him issue a statement. But who will believe a policeman like Kanja today, where his own people say, oh, Mheshimiwa abducted himself, and the man was almost dead.
Meanwhile, Kalonzo Musyoka is doubling down, accusing the Kenya Kwanza regime of running a clandestine hit squad to mute Ruto's critics. Kalonzo dismisses Kanja's claims as hogwash, questioning the credibility of a police force that can't find a Subaru in a country where every second car seems to be one.
Okay, so, well, this is where it is. And we are not, by the way, Kenyans are very clear. Nothing will stop them from sending these people home. Are they not even on record saying, afadhali wajitetee because they know they'll go to prison?
On Friday last week, the police who are looking for Honorable Koimburi did not get him. He managed to escape. The police continued to look for him. They arrested his driver. His vehicle is still at Bodaiga police station. That was Friday. And then on Sunday, Is it rocket science to know the people that were hunting for Koimburi on Friday are the same ones who are looking for him on Sunday? It's a simple thing. So, IG Kanja, please you can tell that story to the bands, not to Kenyans. It doesn't make sense. Abductions and all forms of extrajudicial processes must come to an end in this country.
Role of private sector enablers in this crackdown. We call out telecommunication companies, in particular Safaricom, which may have turned a blind eye, or worse, actively collaborated with the regime in surveilling, tracing, aiding, and abducting of these citizens. We demand that they publicly account for the data they provide to security agencies and affirm their commitment to protecting the rights and privacy of their customers. We equally put on notice all political and business elites, those who fund the goon squads, those who lobby for the maintenance of tyranny, and those in the diplomatic community who remain silent.
But here's where the plot thickens. The Kenya Kwanza Brigade, backed by police spokesman Michael Mushiri, insists the National Police Service is as independent, answering to no one but the Constitution. They argue Koimburi's abduction tale is a desperate bid to whip up sympathy and dodge his legal troubles. After all, this is a man who allegedly has been on the run, dodging legal hit over land deals and a questionable KCSE certificate from 1994.
The Member of Parliament, fully aware of police intention to arrest him, evaded arrest by escaping on a motorcycle with his private security and switched off his mobile phone. His car, occupied only by his driver, was intercepted, and the driver was arrested but later released after recording a statement. The MP only resurfaced yesterday, coinciding with the abduction claims. If our investigations clearly indicates that certain offenses had been committed, then those who have committed those offenses will also be dealt with as guided by the laws.
Yes, move a motion of adjournment to discuss, because it's a serious case of insecurity. Yeah. It's just the other day that another member was shot and killed. Now again, yesterday or Sunday, another one is kidnapped, abducted, left for the dead. Surely, we expect no less than the House adjourning to discuss the matter of rising insecurity.
Some of them, by the way, here, the Honorable Mule, and who else is there? Mawade is here.